Welcome to HOIA, healthy, organic, inspired Asian food and cooking. I'm Diane Yang Kirk, and today we are making a popular Indonesian street food, chicken satay with peanut sauce. This is an absolute delight for your taste buds. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like, and if you want to see more healthy, organic, inspired Asian food recipes, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified as to when new episodes are uploaded. Let's get started. These chicken skewers are known for their intense and delicious flavors, which comes from a curry and coconut-based marinade. We're gonna start with that now. I'm gonna start with a skillet and turning on the flame. I have 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds. I'm gonna place it in the pan, as well as 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. If you don't have seeds, you can always just use the powder. I love using the seeds first and giving them a toast because it just releases an amazing aroma. Ooh. Season's over. It's fall. It's fall. When the seed starts to pop a little bit and you smell the toastiness, you can turn off the heat and set it aside to cool just a few minutes. For chicken skewers, of course, we need chicken. For this recipe, it calls for between 1.5 and 2 pounds of chicken breast. And the reason why I say that is it's really hard to find an exact amount. So these are large chicken breasts and it comes in just under 2 pounds, organic of course. And I'm gonna show you how to slice them perfectly for the skewers. I'm gonna slice my chicken in half. And what I want to end up with are approximate rectangles or squares. So I'm gonna slice off something like this along the side. Make sure they're close in thickness. I know it's a long skewer, but we're going to skew them all on afterwards, after it's been marinated. That takes a little bit of time, but it's totally worth it. Now that our chicken is cut, make sure you wash your hands, your cutting board, and your knife afterwards. We don't want any cross-contamination. We are going to go back to making our marinade. I have my toasted cumin and coriander seeds whole, and I'm going to place them into my magic bullet holder, container, cup. I'm back to not knowing what things are called. I'm also going to add 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, as well as 2 tablespoons of lemongrass. This lemongrass has already been chopped. If you want to know how to prepare lemongrass for cooking, check out my Tom Yum Soup episode for more detailed instructions. I'm adding in my chopped lemongrass. Also, a half a teaspoon of white pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, my secret ingredient, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then our wet ingredients, 3 tablespoons of agave, organic of course. I love how this marinade is full of flavor. It's got the salty and the sweet. It's definitely a crowd favorite. You can serve this at any party. I don't think anybody's ever said no to chicken satay, unless you're vegetarian, but there are options for that as well. That's for a future episode. 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, more of the savory. 1 teaspoon of organic rice vinegar. The vinegar element in this marinade really helps to make the chicken even more tender. A half a cup of coconut milk. We're not talking about coconut milk out of the box like you would have with your cereal or your coffee. The coconut milk we're talking about is the one that comes in a can. It's a little thicker. And then we're gonna blend this up into our marinade. You're probably wondering why there's still 2 ingredients right here. This is curry powder as well as turmeric, which has this yellow color, which is really hard to get out of things. I'm gonna put these into my marinade later so it doesn't stain my plastic container. Sorry. Warn your sound person. Now we're gonna add in a half a teaspoon of turmeric and a teaspoon of curry powder. And just stir it up. Before you pour the marinade into the chicken, now's a great time to give it a taste. And if you want it a little sweeter, or if you feel like it needs more salt, now is the time to do it before you put it in the raw chicken. In it goes with the chicken. Give it a stir and make sure all the surfaces of the chicken is thickly covered. And I definitely recommend using a glass or metal bowl because, yeah, it will stain and it will be impossible to get out. So just be careful. Your cutting board, your plastic spoon, your hands. It's all mixed up. I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours up to 24 hours. Just like any marinade, the longer you leave it, the better. If you've ever had chicken satay, you know that the skewer is not complete without that peanut sauce. We're going to make the peanut sauce right now. I have a medium-sized saucepan and I'm going to add a half a cup of coconut milk. Again, the one from the can and not from the box. I'm gonna let that heat up. This is massaman curry paste. I'm gonna add that to my coconut milk. I'm breaking it up. And then I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit because I don't want the coconut milk to burn. I really love using massaman curry paste in the peanut sauce because it helps to mimic the marinade that we used for our chicken. Massaman curry paste includes lemongrass, coriander, cumin, garlic. Remember all those seasonings from before? And it helps to add just a tiny bit of spice. Make sure you break up all of the curry paste because the flavor of one little piece is super duper intense. I have some chunky organic peanut butter because I like actual peanut bits in my sauce. Half a cup, mix that up. Now the sauce is headed to the asylum because it's full of nuts. Maybe I'm a little nuts. When people taste my satay peanut sauce, they always say, God, there's just something about this which is so good. The secret? Tahini sauce, which is basically a sesame paste. There's a couple of other ingredients in here, but it totally complements inside the sauce. The lemon juice, the sesame oil, some more garlic, a 1/4 cup, the creamy tahini. While you're making the sauce, make sure you just keep an eye on the ingredients in the saucepan to make sure it doesn't burn. I'm gonna add 4 teaspoons of rice vinegar. You can also use lime juice. 3 teaspoons of agave. A lot of people will use palm sugar, coconut sugar. I like agave because it's already in liquid form. And 1 more teaspoon of fish sauce. I love how the flavor of this sauce is loaded with so many layers of flavor. As you can see, the sauce is still a little bit thick. At this point, I'm going to thin it out with more coconut milk, anywhere between a half a cup and 1 cup, depending on how you like your sauce consistency. Add some in and mix it up. Notice how we used only coconut milk. Good news for you dairy-free people. And we've got our satay peanut sauce. We're about to skewer our chicken and I got some of these. No glove, no satay love. This is to protect your hands from becoming completely yellow and ruining your manicure. I've done it before. I have my skewers soaking in water so that they don't burn when you cook this on a barbecue. We're not barbecuing today, but I just wanted to show you so you have that tip. And now we skew. And then we just slide our pieces of chicken carefully. Don't poke yourself. Cooking can be dangerous sometimes if you stab yourself. Definitely don't do this when you're hungry because it takes a little bit of time and you're gonna just wanna get this on the grill. When cooking chicken satay skewers, I definitely recommend taking it outside and cooking it on a barbecue grill. You can do it inside if you don't have a barbecue grill or if the weather's not good, but just be aware that even though the flavor of curry is amazing in your mouth, it leaves a lingering smell in your home. I'm grabbing my chicken skewer with a napkin so that way I don't get any marinade on my fingers. And I'm just gonna brush one side with coconut milk. That's the secret to making very tender satay. And we're gonna put the coconut side down until you have all of them done. This recipe makes about 8 large skewers, but my pan only fits 6, so we're gonna have to do this in 2 batches. I'm cooking the chicken on each side for about 4 minutes. But before I turn over my skewers, I'm going to brush it with coconut milk. Now I'm going to turn over my chicken satay skewers. And look at all those beautiful grill marks. Another 3 to 4 minutes on the other side and we'll be ready to eat. Chicken satay is often served with a pickled cucumber salad. It's crunchy, it's sweet, it's tangy, and it just goes perfectly with those skewers. I'm gonna show you how to quickly make a salad. When it's not necessary for measurements to be exact, it's actually a really great thing for you to practice just eyeballing ingredients. I have 1 chopped Persian cucumber. I like these because they're extra crunchy. 1/4 of a red onion chopped, and if you like your salad spicy, a little bit of jalapeno. If you don't want a spicy cucumber salad, a really great thing to add is red bell pepper. It's that pop of color. Now I'm gonna add rice vinegar. Just a drizzle to cover, and agave, because you don't have to melt it. Just a little drizzle, stir that up. That's almost perfect. I think it needs just a little bit more sweetness. And that's how you guesstimate a salad. I'm putting my peanut sauce into a bowl. Also on my plate is some lightly toasted whole wheat pita bread, which you can also dip in the peanut sauce. I'm gonna make sure that there is plenty of peanut sauce to go around. I like extra crunchy, so some more nuts sprinkling over my sauce. And then we plate our chicken skewers. It's all about presentation. And there you have it, a healthy and delicious and authentic chicken satay with peanut sauce and cucumber salad. This amazing appetizer is found all over Southeast Asia and all around the world. And now you can find this dish in your kitchen. HOIA! Yes, I'd like to check my frame.
Then trust me, it's not your frame, not even close. Yeah, that's close.
My secret ingredient.
See what ingredient?
You know that the okay. Oh, sorry, got it. This is Indian curry powder. Hit the bell button if you want to be alerted to what new rep. Damn it! I had to shift weight and then I'll be good. Woosah. Make sure you break up all the curry because you definitely don't want a big hit of that in your mouth. I know exactly where I'm going with this. If you enjoyed this episode of HOIA Food and Cooking, please like this video and share it with your friends. New videos will be going up each week on my channel, so please subscribe to see the latest delicious, healthy, organic, inspired Asian food recipes. I'd love to hear from you, so please comment below and tell me what you loved about this video, and also what dishes you'd like to see me prepare in the future. HOIA!